Yo, what's up? I'm him, and today I have an SSD. It's the Samsung Evo 870. It's a 2.5-inch drive, 500 gigabytes. It's not the fastest SSD, but that's okay because I'm installing this in my MPC. It says here that the read speed is 560 megabytes per second and the write speed is 530 megabytes per second. That's significantly faster than the V30 SE card that I have in my MPC right now, which I think is like 90 megabytes per second or something ridiculous. So I'm going to install this. Let's just get right into it. Here we are, my beautiful MPCX SE. Just got it not long ago. I got it for a fairly good price online. It was used, but it's in like new condition. In fact, it still has some of the plastic on. I haven't taken it off yet. Let's go ahead and get into the install here. From what I understand, if this is anything like the MPC Live, which is the other MPC that I own, this is going to be on the bottom of the MPC. I probably should have checked this before trying to record this video, but preparation is not my strong suit when it comes to this. So let's see what's under here. Before I can get started, I gotta move my keyboard as well as flip the screen down, and we'll pull it out slightly from the wall and let's unplug everything. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to unplug the power, and that's because I have it locked down so that I don't damage anything. So let's see if there's anything on the bottom. Yes, there is. Perfect. Look at that. And it doesn't seem like there's anywhere for me to plug in this SSD, but we'll see. We got the Philip bit right here, and it doesn't fit, of course. So I'm going to use a manual driver like a caveman. But that's cool. And we want to do this. It looks like these are not in there right, or they're not meant to be here. These almost seem like they're meant to be the things that hold the SSD drive in place. This is where the SSD plugs into. We'll go ahead and open this thing up and see what we can get into. I was hoping that there would be some screws in here to hold it in place, but there are not. I'm going to put this here and see if it lines up, and it kind of does. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a catacorner thing. So I don't think that I need to have all of these in place because I'm not really moving this. So yeah, we'll kind of put it through right here and then get it lined up as best that I can, if possible. Yep, it is possible. Turns out anything is possible with a little bit of effort. All right, so we got that one in, and then we'll do the same thing catacornered. So I think that's secure enough. So it won't really move around too much. And given that this is just a desk MPC, I don't really take it anywhere. I feel pretty confident in just putting it here. All right, and we'll get this one tightened up a little bit. I'm not gonna make it too tight, just enough to, so that it's secure. All right. That seems more than secure. So next thing is to plug in the SATA adapter, and that's just right here. So we'll kind of get that situated. I want to make sure that I don't damage anything. All right, so we'll get that bad boy in there, just like that. All right, let's get this kind of in here as best we can. There we go. We'll line up this top hole. In fact, I'm going to go the opposite corner. I don't think it really matters, but I'm gonna do it. And yeah, my bad. I accidentally dropped the camera. I'd rather drop this camera than drop my MPC though. Like real talk. So let's try to get this in there. We'll get it lined up as best as possible. Uh-oh. Oh man, that was almost. All right, here's what I think I need to do. I'm going to flip this around completely so that I don't damage my MPC. That's the last thing I need to do. Okay, so now we got the MPC down, and I'll just, throw the camera here. All right, I'm back. I had to go and get a tripod for my little camera here. Now we're safe. I don't have to worry about my precious special edition MPC being destroyed. All right, look at that. So we have the hard drive well, technically SSD installed. By the way, I've never installed an SSD into an MPC. In fact, I've never upgraded an MPC. I've had the MPC Live since about 6 months to a year after it came out. I use it mostly as a, I like to play around with it, it's a toy. But I wanted to have another MPC that was easier to use in that I don't have to do everything through the touch screens or look down. I look at computer all day and like craning my neck down is actually starting to hurt me as I get older. So I was like, you know what? I want knobs. I want a whole control surface. I want buttons. I want all of that kind of stuff. So I decided to get the MPCX SE. And I will admit, I love the color. I just love the color. So part of it is just I like the looks. I've always wanted one since I was a kid, actually. I could never afford one. But now I'm in a position where I can afford things like this. So I decided to go ahead and get it. Anyways, let's get this finished and try to get it formatted. All right, so we're going to plug in the USB, and this is how I'm going to format it now because I forgot to do that before I started doing this video, and now I don't want to put in the effort of taking it out again. So I think I can do this because I think whenever it's in control mode, it mounts all of the drives. At least that's what it seemed to have did last time. That was relatively painless so far. Now we're going to go ahead and turn on the MPC, connect it to the Mac Studio, or well, not the Mac Studio, I'm sorry, my MacBook Pro over here, and we'll try to get it formatted. All right, we'll go ahead and get the screen set up like that, and we'll turn it on. And it's going to boot up into standalone mode. That's what it normally does. Once it boots up into standalone mode, we'll go over to the computer. We have the computer up. And the first thing we're going to do is get the MPC set up. So in order to do that, go to menu and you can click on that little thingamajig. I don't know. I don't understand icons. So whatever the icon is, you click that or tap that. And I'm going to tap this controller mode. And that's going to take the MPC out of standalone mode. And it should mount it to my computer. We have the computer up, and the first thing we're going to do is get the MPC set up. In order to do that, go to menu, and you can click on that little thingamajig. I don't know. I don't understand icons, so whatever the icon is, you click that or tap that, and I'm going to tap this controller mode. And that's going to take the MPC out of standalone mode. And it should mount it to my computer. Okay, yeah, it does. So here it is over here. We got it mounted to the computer, and it's upset because a disk that I have is not readable by the computer, which is okay. We're going to initialize it. I want to make sure that it is the correct thing. So this 500 gigabytes, that's probably it. I do have a lot of other things here, but these are irrelevant for now. MPC Live, I'm going to assume this is the internal storage. Actually, no, that's a lie. This is my SD card. My SD card here. And I put my SD card here because I had some projects and some samples from my Live that I wanted to put on here because there was nothing on here when I got it other than the default stuff. So I put it here, which I love. I love this feature. Having the SD card at the front of the unit instead of at the back, game changer. Same with the with these inputs here for instruments, as well as the outputs here for headphones. My other one that was on the back, having the ability to adjust things on the front, really dope. Anyways, let's go to the computer. We'll get the, whatever this is, and I want to initialize this. The way I'm going to go about that is by clicking erase. And I'm going to give this a name. So we'll call it the MPCX, I guess, SE. And we want to format this as extended FAT, exFAT right here. So we'll go ahead and click erase, and it should unmount and get it formatted. All right, oh, that was fast. Okay, go ahead and click done. It renamed it as well. So now it is formatted. Look at that. So the next thing I want to do is move over all this crap here. I haven't organized this in any kind of way, and I'm not going to organize it in any kind of way right now. I'm just going to move it over. We'll just move it, holding down the command key on my keyboard here. And that will move it so that I don't have to come back over here and then delete it. So we'll wait on that to happen, and we'll go back into standalone mode once this is done. All right, we just completed the transfer. So I'm gonna go on ahead and unmount both of these drives first from the Mac. Let's do that. And then we'll come back over to the MPC and we'll go back into standalone mode. Yes. Now, I am surprised that it does take long to do this kind of stuff. I assume that this would be faster than the Live, but I don't think it is. Neither here nor there though. Once it started up, it's fast. It's fast enough. So we'll go into the browser, go to Places, and there we are. We see internal and then MPCX SE. So what I'm going to do is unmount the internal. I'm sorry, is it disk maybe? All right, let's just, eject. I'm going to assume that it is this SD card that I've just taken out. We'll go back into MPCX SE. We'll go to these throne loops and see what if these load up very quick or if it's gonna take a second. Yep, it's working just fine. Let's see how quickly these projects load. The loading is slightly faster. It's not much faster. Okay, well. Okay, well then, yeah, it seems to be okay. It's not as fast as I was thinking. I thought it would be instant to load projects, but it's not instant. It does take a little bit of time, but it is faster, just not orders of magnitude faster that I was expecting. This is now complete. If you got anything from that, consider giving me a like on the video. You don't have to subscribe. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of NPC content. I just figured that there are some people who get these things who would like to upgrade it, but don't necessarily know how to do it. Even though it is simple, it's very simple. Just buy your hard drive, make sure it's a SATA interface, and you should be able to get this thing installed within 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes max. And getting it formatted is also relatively easy. You just put it in standalone mode and you can do it from your computer. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Hopefully you found this valuable. Peace.